This apartment in Dominican Republic costs $280, comes with a parking spot, 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and a laundry area. And I'm gonna show you guys exactly why it is I actually moved here about 3 years ago, because your money just gets so much here in Dominican Republic. So right here, this is actually our private parking spot where we actually have the car. And let's go right inside the house so I can show you guys all the details to this house. Now, I will say one thing, guys, okay, that this apartment is not perfect, and I'm gonna tell you the things that are bad and the things that are also good about this apartment. So right here, we actually have the balcony area. Now, just recently, we actually moved, so we have literally over here a bike and some like lawn chairs, but we're actually trying to set this stuff up. Come and follow me into the living room area. So right here, we actually have our living room. This sofa right here, my wife hates, but I actually like it. But this right here is the living room area. It's pretty good, a pretty good size. Now, just so you guys know, all this furniture does not come with the apartment, okay? When you actually rent an apartment here in Dominican Republic, most of the times it comes with no furniture whatsoever. Now, let me show you guys the kitchen over here. This is actually the kitchen, and it's one of my favorite parts of this house. I think the kitchen is absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. However, though, as you can see, this is right here a little lower than we'd actually want it, but it's a lot better than an older apartment, because our old apartment, it was like up here, and that was like a massive issue. But not just that, guys, okay? Whenever you come into Dominican Republic and you actually want to rent a house, you want to make sure you do this one thing, which is basically turn the water on, because you want to make sure, one, that the pressure is actually pretty good, and also ask if it's actually hot water here. Now here, for the first time, we actually have hot water. Okay, so now we actually have hot water in this apartment, which is actually big and massive. It actually came with the apartment, so we're actually pretty happy about that. But there is one massive problem with this kitchen that you probably can't tell until I show you. So just back up a little bit so I can actually show them this. So as you can see, this is our fridge. Our fridge is massive. There is no drinking water that comes out of the pipes here in Dominican Republic. So you usually have to get, for example, a little gallon right here that hooks up to your fridge. So that way you can actually get water, drinking water, to get the ice and to get the drinking water right here. But as you can see, they actually made this space a little too small. So here is where the door actually is, which is actually pretty tiny. It's a problem, but it's a problem we can actually live with. It's not that much of a big deal. Now follow me in here, because this right here is our laundry area. This right here is a massive mess. My wife is telling me to fix it. I'm going to fix it. And this is just like a laundry area that we actually have over here. We have right here our washer and dryer. Let me turn on some lights. And this right here is our dryer and washer sets. Again, none of this stuff comes with the apartment. This is all our stuff. Now, there is one issue here specifically, okay? As you can see, there is no heater here also, because we also need a water line for our washer. We don't have that, so we're probably going to install one of those ourselves. But this is actually pretty great and pretty amazing compared to our last apartment here in Dominican Republic. Now, our dryer usually has, for example, an exhaust, and we were not able to actually get that here, so I had to go ahead and DIY myself an exhaust for the dryer, which is actually pretty, like, it's working pretty fine for now, okay? Now, I'm gonna show you guys the backyard, and just in a second, I'm actually gonna show you guys the living room. But before I do that, right here, we actually have our generators, okay? This generator, which is actually an inverter, actually costs about $400 to $700. It has 2 batteries. Now, why do we actually have this here in Dominican Republic? Well, because the power tends to go out. It doesn't go out every single day or every single week, and sometimes not every single month, but when it does go out, I work here, so I need to be able to have power. So this is a massive solution to the power issue, okay? So it works amazing. Now, over here, I'm actually going to show you guys the backyard, which we actually didn't have before. It's not much, nothing crazy, so can you come over here? And right here, you're actually going to see, this is actually our little yard with all of our plants, but our yard extends all the way through here. Follow me. And by the way, I actually have an avocado tree planted, okay? I'm gonna eventually transplant it. But back here, show them this over here so they can actually see it, okay? Back there is also part of our yard, okay? All this stuff over here is part of our yard. And over here, let's go to the other side so they can actually see it. This right here is also part of our yard. Now, you're probably wondering something. Tommy, how does the water supply actually work here? Because, you know, in Dominican Republic, you don't have fixed water in all the places. Here where I live, we don't have water 24/7, but this apartment does have water 24/7 because we actually have a well that's over 100 feet digged into the earth, and that way we actually have permanent water. I'll talk more about that later because I'm actually going to show you guys all the way up to the roof, and I'm going to show you how the layout actually works and how the water stuff works. Okay, so but first, let me show you guys the bedrooms, which are massive in my opinion. Okay, check this out. I almost forgot. We actually have our gas tank, okay? This is what we actually use to cook. It's a small one. Eventually, we're actually gonna get a large one. I know what you're thinking, Tommy, is this not dangerous? The answer is, it's not really like a massive danger, but it would actually be more safe to actually have it on the outside. So eventually, we're actually probably gonna transfer this gas line to the outside in case of any emergencies. That was not a problem, but I actually have right here an alert system in case there's any gas issues, and we can actually just find out. Okay, so let's go into the bedrooms. Oh, almost forgot, this is our water. We actually buy our waters from a local guy. They cost about 35 pesos per gallon, like 5 gallons I think it is. It's actually pretty cheap. It's like less than 50 cents if I'm not mistaken. And we just buy our drinkable water from him, and it's cheap, okay? It's like less than $5, I would say, like per week or something like that. Over here, we actually have the little pathway. Show them this right here to all of the bedrooms and the bathrooms. So first, I'm gonna show you guys my studio, which is obviously a mess because I'm a YouTuber, I'm a creator. So check it out. Over here, this is actually the studio. You can show them over here and over here. And the bedroom, to me, guys, is actually a great size. It is massive. Like, look at me, okay? You can probably fit like 4 of me going back and forth, okay? It's massive. It is big, okay? Now, over here is actually a small closet area. I should stop saying actually because someone told me in the comments down below I say actually way too much. I'm trying, okay? Here is the bathroom. Sorry for the massive echo, by the way. Here is the bathroom. This bathroom is the smallest bathroom that we actually have in this house, but as you guys can see, it is a good design. It is clean. We have a little tile work over here. This is not marble. Do not fall for it. It is just like standard ceramic with a marble like design, but it is pretty, I have to say, okay? This closet space, I've just taken it to basically like put a lot of my trash in here. Not trash, but like my tools and stuff like that, but it's good enough for what I actually need for the studio. Now, check out the second room, which is actually our room. And I want to show you guys it. But how about before we actually go there, I'll show you this bathroom. I think this bathroom is massive. You're not going to believe it, okay? So check it out. So this bathroom, again, it is massive. It's like a whole me inside of here with my arms fully spread out. I think it's great. As you can actually see, it's a little modern with a design, and I think it's pretty cool. But it's a pretty good bathroom, standard stuff, okay? I don't know why people like big bathrooms. It doesn't really make sense, but it's a bathroom. Here, we actually have the main room. And as you can see, this room is actually smaller than the studio, but this space works a lot better for us and what we actually want. And the reason we actually are here is because this massive closet space, okay? So here, we actually have a huge closet space that can basically fit a bunch of clothes. And by the way, I'm becoming a minimalist, so I don't even wear that much clothes anymore, but it's a lot of space for clothes, okay? Now check this out, guys, okay? This is the third and final room, and then I'm gonna show you guys upstairs so you can actually see what the water supply is actually like here and give you some details. This room right here, as you guys can actually see, it does come with a closet space, a closet area right here. And then on top of that, it's just basically a small bedroom, but it's also a good size. In here, you could probably fit like 2 twin beds or maybe like 1 full bed, and you'll be just fine also. Again, this apartment is only $280 here in Dominican Republic, and in Dominican currency, it's about 17,000 pesos, which is actually an amazing deal for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, laundry space, parking spot. But let's just go upstairs right now so we can actually show you exactly what the water system is actually like. Now, as I'm taking you guys upstairs to the water stuff, I actually want to show you guys something that I got a lot of questions about. Tommy, why exactly do you have steel bars on all the windows? Well, it's a precaution here in Dominican Republic because even, for example, in big cities, for example, like in Santo Domingo and in Punta Cana, you will see in most places steel barriers because people do steal. People can break into houses, and here's a precaution: we just tend to actually have these. It's not a big issue, okay? Now, also, in this apartment, I do have AC, I have hot water, I have all the basic necessities. Someone told me in the comments down below that basically that's not living, that it's actually like surviving. I don't think so. These apartments are amazing, and the biggest thing is that you can have your money get further than in the US for sure. Like $280. Show me what you can actually get in the US for 280 bucks. I'll be here waiting. So this right here is actually the roof area. And over here we have like the ACs and all the standard stuff. But what I want to show you guys is this. Be careful with that stuff on this. These are 210-gallon cistern tanks, okay? So we actually have 2 of these that we actually share with our neighbor. It's actually only 2 apartments in this building, and that's basically it. This is actually 420 gallons of water supply. Now, how exactly does this work? Well, I have a picture to actually show you guys, and the system is very simple. We have an underground well. From the well, we have a pump. The pump pumps water in here, and then via gravity and also via another small pump, which is, look over here, another small pump, which is over there. Well, that basically gets us water throughout the house. We always have water as long as we have power. And if there's no power because of a massive hurricane, then we can just actually add, for example, an inverter or a generator and then power the pump, and that will make us actually have water. Now, that's exactly what you get in Dominican Republic for 280 bucks. Let me know if you guys want a part 3 to this video to see what you can actually get in Dominican Republic for $500. Like this video and comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. See you guys next time, and peace.